Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. This is Legacy. I'm Suzanne Ridgway, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for dropping by and clicking on my link and checking me out. While others, welcome back. We're going to take care of my little wire racks in the kitchen. I'm tired of them. They're going to go bye-bye. We're going to put them in different places within my house. And I'm going to use a tall wood bookcase that I have in my kitchen in its place. Because it's tall and skinny, it's only one shelf rather than two next to each other. It's a lot sturdier, and I can get more on it. If you're new, look for that subscribe word and smash on it. We like to do decluttering and organizing videos. We're taking a little break from our spring cleaning. If you want to check out our spring cleaning videos, we did washer and dryer and bathroom and a few others. And this is my shelf. These are the first two shelves. It has 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're pretty deep. It's going to go up against the wall. We're going to wipe it down first before we put it into the kitchen. Everything's going to come off those wire shelves. I'm going to keep the utility cart, but the piece I was kind of using from the coat rack is going to get broken down and put on the back porch for when I need a coat rack again for extra storage purposes. Because it was a nice thing for mainstay from Walmart.com, and I don't want to get rid of it. The other pieces are in the back storeroom, and we're going to be spring cleaning that room again soon and get it ready for the spring. And so I can find Easter decorations. This hasn't been dusted in a while. I've had it for about 35 years. We're in the kitchen now, and those are the shelves. The one with the toaster is going to be removed completely. Everything's going to come away from that wall. We're going to sweep, and we're going to go through everything, make sure nothing's expired, everything's sealed properly like we do when we do pantry shelves. And we're just going to get this area straightened out once and for all. I'm tired of it turning into a hot mess. It doesn't look too bad, but things are already getting out of place and being shoved wherever. We'll start by removing everything. Welcome everybody to another cleaning and decluttering project. We've done this many times on my channel, and I think I might have found a semi-permanent solution. Eventually we'll have to declutter and clean it, but this may work till it stays nicer longer. And we're removing everything from these shelves. That little white thing belongs to a coat rack, and I've been using it as a shelf, and it's going to go back into storage. As you can see, we need to sweep under there, and I moved things over here, kept some things on the utility cart because I don't have a lot of counter space. That's going to go to the back store porch, and I have things all over the countertop, and we're going to get things put onto that brown shelf after we sweep. Whenever you're doing a major decluttering and organization project, keep the cleaning limited and always sweep if needed so you don't put your bookcase back on to a mess. And the wall needs a little TLC, and I have some liquid comet that is multi-purpose from surfaces to floors and bathroom to kitchen. I love having multi-purpose cleaners to make things simpler. And what I meant by limited cleaning, don't overwhelm yourself by doing too much cleaning. Now I'm going to grab the bookcase and get it in place so we can get things put back together. Let's see what we can get back onto these shelves. I've had this for about 35 years, as I mentioned. We picked it up at a craft store over what used to be Mohawk Mall. And I like to put most commonly used items to the top, as you see me doing here. The bread bin that you see in my hands is going to get wiped out with a sponge, and I put the bread back into the basket directly underneath the toaster so my husband can look down and see that it's there and not have to look through the shelves for it. And at the bottom of the shelves, I put less commonly used items, the items that I still use within my kitchen, and I'll put produce on these two empty shelves, such as potatoes, onions, and oranges, and other items. I'm also going to put my foil on the opposite side of the bin so I can easily grab it, and I'm going to remove all the onions from the bag so I can get them easily and not have to fight the bag to retrieve them when I'm cooking. And the oranges are going to go right next to them. And then on the top part there that's still empty, I'm going to lay my foil for my freezer cooking when I do my freezer cooking and batch cooking. I don't know what I'm going to put up here on the top. For now, I'll keep my extra container. Let's move this over. As far up to the door as I can. I'm going to put back the utility cart because I think it'll work in here. And the utility cart's going to stay in here. We're going to get it put over here. I'm going to put things on the shelves and rearrange them as I go along. I'm also going to use the magazine rack that I found. The tea towels are going to go to the shelf below it. And then I'm going to put the magazine rack up at the top here because it will stand better. I'm going to house Ziploc bags and things in the magazine holder so they don't bounce around all over the shelves and they're secure. Two of the big boxes fit perfectly. I'll put the garbage bags right next to it so my husband sees them and you can easily retrieve them and not have to fight to look for them. And then I'm just going to put things towards the bottom shelf that we don't use as often. Get the potatoes onto the bin with all the potatoes in it. Some of them were expired, so I had to get rid of them. Always check food freshness dates as you're doing decluttering projects that require food attention and make sure they're not expired and discard what is. They're going to do a few more things. I'm going to put my box up against the wall here that we house the bags in that we did together on a DIY project for kitchen tips. And we're going to take a look at what we did. The brown shelf works a lot nicer. The toaster is at our level so we can easily grab it, not bend. Bread's underneath it. And I have produce. Less commonly used items on the bottom. Chips for Jacqueline to grab. Got the dish towels, cereal, and then we're housing the Ziploc bags in the magazine holder to keep them contained. And my extra store containers are there. That's going to go back to the store area for the top part of it. It's actually a coat hanger, and it houses coats when I need the extra coat storage space. I'm going to get rid of all that. That's going to go into a different area of my home. Garlic knots. We can just finish off with dinner. There's a couple in there, and I'm going to have my husband hang that home sign up above the door. Right above there, there's a nail up there. These are odd walls. They're not wood. They have some kind of metal thing over the wood, so I have to use a drill. That's why I have command hooks hanging things. Here's the final look. Very pleased. And thank you for all the suggestions from the previous video of getting them stabilized together. This is going to work much better. That is it for this video. Thank you for hanging out with me in my kitchen today and getting this area nice and tidy once again. And hopefully this system will work for my family. I like the tall bookcase here. Everything is visible. I don't need labels. They can see what's in the bins. I'll hopefully put things back to where they belong. Miscellaneous is going to stay right on the utility cart that we showed you. If you're new, we do giveaways every 100 subscribers. You need to be subscribed and United States residents. We're almost to the next giveaway. You must comment in order to qualify. Please be kind. We're not responsible for lost or stolen prizes by mail. We do have a monthly newsletter if you're interested. Email me at countryboots1268@yahoo.com. Also, our social sites are linked down below with all of our playlists. We have a Facebook page and group that is growing too, so like and join. I really appreciate each and every one of you for your continuing ongoing support from the bottom of my family's heart. Don't forget to subscribe.